Hello Leo, welcome to Max's Tarot. This is your love reading for July 2020. It's your monthly reading. Welcome to all my subscribers. It's awesome to have you here. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. I upload weeklies and monthlies, so don't miss any of them. I'm currently open for personal readings, so if you're interested in one, visit my website, maxestarot.com. And as always, I invite you to hit the like button. Thank you so much for your support of my work. And happy birthday to all my Leos who have their special day the second week of July. Well, the third and fourth, right? The second half of July. Happy birthday, you guys. I hope you enjoy it to the max. All right, let's see what's going on with my Leos in love. Leos in love, July 2020. What do you have for my lions and lionesses, their universe? Here we go. Leo in love, July 2020. Ten of Swords in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower. Leo, what's going on with you? The Seven of Wands, and then you have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So we have a few nines here, which are completion. All right. So something is wrapping up for you, Leo. Some energy is wrapping up. There's a Two of Cups in reverse here, and we have a Nine of Wands. Leo, I think you're feeling apprehensive about love. Very, very apprehensive. Many of you have been waiting for a connection for a while. And at this point, it feels actually quite painful to continue to wait. You may feel like, okay, well, you know what? I don't know, I don't care anymore. I feel like you're about to give up. I feel like your perseverance has gotten weaker. You may be seeing that this Two of Cups is happening for other people. You may be hearing about, friends or family, getting married or getting together with a partner. And you may be just sort of like reading the stories on the news feed, right, or on whatever Instagram, whatever it is that you use to communicate with friends or family. And I think you're seeing these unions and you're wondering, where is mine? When am I going to get that? Am I even going to get it, right? So I feel like you see all these obstacles that keep you further and further from having a person that you could call your partner. You may be, some of you may be even wishing that somebody that you would like to have as a partner break up with somebody else. All right, maybe you're just waiting for your love interest to, get a divorce or separate from a partner. For some of you, okay, not all of you, Leo. I feel that some of you may be very, very stimulated during this time to want to have maybe intimacy. And maybe that gets frustrating because there really isn't anybody around to have that with. But I feel like there's a lot of fantasy going on. There's a lot of wishing and thinking that you could have this physical touch, these lovings, right? Some of you may be just thinking that it's not going to happen to you, that you're meant to just be alone, hurt, isolated. For some of you, I don't see the Hermit. But it is a nine, so nines are connected to the Hermit. And so I do feel that there's a deep sense of yawning. Yawning as in like, not yawning as in like, you know, not like you're getting sleeping, but yearning, I guess. Yeah, yearning. Maybe yawning too, because you're probably so bored that nothing is really happening. So you're yawning and you're yearning, okay? Oh, goodness. But I feel, you know, with the number 9, again, it's completion. I'm feeling like you're wrapping up, your energies are wrapping up, and it is right when we think it's no use, right when we think, okay, what's the point? That's when the miracle may actually happen, all right? The other person that you have in mind, they have a tower moment, all right? So they may be going through some sort of breakup. They could be breaking up with you, all right? That could be it. Maybe that's why you're feeling really hurt, or you're just waiting for the other shoe to fall. Because you're thinking, okay, this is over, this relationship is over, there's no way. But for some of you, it is that the other person may be going through their own disaster, right? They're not necessarily happy. They're not necessarily living the life, all right? So the two of you may be in similar energies where you are in your own version of quote-unquote hell, and they are in their own version of hell as well. So being sort of like tormented, feeling down, feeling frustrated, feeling disappointed. I'm really hoping that, you know, the majority of you are actually having a good time and that you are thriving. So this may be a very specific reading for a few Leos out there who are struggling. But, you know, we have another 9 here, so there's a lot of overthinking, there's a lot of worry, anxiety. You may be dreaming with somebody that you miss, somebody that you love. You may be wondering, are they really going to return? How much longer do I have to wait? Some of you may even be prone to depression or anxiety. So please take care of your mental health, Leo. Love will come to those who wait, all right? Don't get so frustrated over it. Just, as I tell my clients in private readings, focus on something that is not necessarily love for a while. You know, focus on your work, on school, on your own personal projects. Take your mind off this constant thinking of where is my person, where, when, how, okay? Because it's not good for your mental health. It really isn't. Emotionally, it's just going to drive you nuts. So, let's see what else we got here. In the past, you may have broken up with this person who maybe are breaking up either with you again or they're breaking up with somebody else. You may have been dealing with a Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You maybe were wondering if they were ever going to choose you, if they were ever going to one day decide that you will make the best partner if they did have somebody else. Or maybe you were just waiting, is this person really going to one day commit to me? But I see that this connection may have ended, and now, like I said before, you are dealing with your own pain, and this other person may be dealing with their own set of circumstances. So they have a King of Wands energy, this is Aries energy, so maybe dealing with an Aries, another Leo, or Sagittarius. I feel like this individual may be freeing themselves from a connection. All right, they're taking action to free themselves from a connection. I don't necessarily see them looking towards you though, or coming towards you. At this moment, it feels like they're taking action. They're leaving a situation behind. You may, you know, and during this time, you're dreaming about this person a lot, or you're having nightmares about them. I feel like this individual probably from time to time does check up on you. Maybe they check out your social media, or maybe they are ghosting you, knowing that they're ghosting you. Okay, so it's not like they ghosted you and forgot about you. It may be in their mind that they did this that they suddenly stop communicating, but they are aware that they are doing this to you, that they are withholding that communication, that they're leaving you pretty much without anything to hold on to. They're maybe wondering if you have another relationship, maybe wondering if you're happy, maybe admiring your accomplishments. Maybe some of you have made big purchases, like maybe purchased a car or a house or a new apartment, a condo, or maybe you're just doing really well financially and it's something they're noticing, I don't know, maybe over social media or through talking to other people. And so this person, though they may not be taking active action towards you to communicate and to establish something at this moment, they do have you in their mind. It's a little bit sad that they are still sort of like in a play mode where they're not getting really serious about reconnecting, okay? I'm not sensing new energy, you guys. Please remember, I'm going to be doing a weekly reading, maybe in another week, or maybe even in a couple of days more. So stay on top of the readings that I do here on YouTube, because these energies may be changing and morphing. And also, if this reading doesn't apply to you, it could be that the next one will. Or this one may seem a little strange, maybe because things haven't happened yet, but the next reading will give you more clarity. So yeah, even to me, it seems like it may be very specific to some of you, not a lot. So we have a 7 of Wands for the energy of the month overall, right? And it's the 7th month. July is the 7th month. And we also have a 7th of Swords here. So more July energy, I will say. Not the most pleasant energy. It's still... You know, you want to, like, part of you says, you know, I don't want to give up. I want to fight. You know, I want to feel like I can win this. I want to feel that I can have a person, that they'll return to me, or that they will say yes to me. You know, there is a lot of will, but there will be times, I guess, when you're just going to feel defeated, when you're just going to feel, okay, well, yeah, that person is not into me, or that person is totally like ignoring me, or this person is with somebody else, and you know, why am I here waiting for them? So there's going to be some of that energy in the month of July for Leo. Let's get some more cards on the table here. Hit the like button if you haven't done so yet, you guys. Thank you so much. Leo. Now, in terms of money, Leo, I think you're going to be doing pretty good. I think the finances are good. I think there are some accomplishments here, some goals that you will be achieving. I think that Leo does really, really well when it comes to their own business or their careers, or your personal projects, even professional projects. You do really, really well in that department, Leo. It's just that when it comes to matters of the heart, it does get a little rougher. Okay, so let's get more energies here on the table in terms of this other person. Yeah, you may have been dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for sure. This person may have said something to you that felt very cutting and felt like, you know, it brought you down, but at the same time I feel like it affected them as well. I feel like this was somebody who just needed to say something to you, get it out in the open, and in doing so, they may have hurt their chances with you, and also the way you handled it could have also hurt your chances with them. Yeah, this person may be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Aquarius. Sorry, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I apologize about that. But you definitely wanted commitment with this individual. You wanted a relationship with them. And you may have just taken your pentacle elsewhere to say, all right, well, you know, if this person is going to be like this, then I'm going to withdraw my offer. I'm not going to Not gonna continue pursuing them. I'm just gonna try to see what else comes along. But it's been hard for you to move on from them anyway. Maybe dealing with two people even here. Yeah, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. So we have a few court cards on the table, which it may be that you have more than two people in your mind right now. One of them is definitely a little bit of a player, somebody who's inconsistent. I don't think this person is really responsible. Let's see. Leo, please. The Fool in the reverse. Yeah, I think you're definitely thinking, okay, when is my new journey going to start? When is my rebirth going to take place? When am I going to get to see new lands? New lands, new people, new places. Like, I feel like there's you may be very stressed, Leo. You're stressing yourself out a lot. Because it feels like an energy of almost like desperation here for something to really get going, you know? And I feel like you may be thinking there's so much delay, there's so much just not moving forward, there's so much disappointment, there's so much that I feel I'm doing when it comes to love, but it doesn't lead to anything. So I can sense that, Leo. Okay. Another 7, so we have 3 7s on the table for the 7th month reading, right, which is July. Okay, so let me get another card here because I'm a little curious about this person's thinking with the 7 of Cups in reverse and the 7 of Swords. What is up with this individual, please? The Moon. Alright, so they're hiding emotions. They're hiding emotions. They're hiding the fact that they may be spying on you. They may be hiding the fact that they know that there's no other person that they could really be with but you. Because I feel like they don't no longer want to fantasize about other options, or no longer feel like they may even have other options for some, okay? So maybe dealing with a Scorpio here, strong Scorpio energy. This person is keeping a lot to themselves, all right? They are, I feel, Leo, that they're thinking of you, but they are like in their own, like I said before, their own version of hell, their own version of confusion, situation. They may even be dreaming about you as well. But they are not expressing emotion, okay? They're keeping it a lot within, So if you don't hear from this person in the month of July, don't be shocked, okay? It just seems like they're not opening up. They may be wondering how you're doing. They may be thinking you have somebody else. They may be afraid even of how to approach you. 8 of Cups in the reverse. They may be wondering if they can return. Can I return? Will Leo return to me? Now it could be that it's an energy of them going through their own version of hell because they're going through a tower moment and having some sort of breakup with somebody else, some sort of illusion around another relationship they may have had is now coming, is coming down. That tower is coming down. Let's see, why is this tower here for this person's energy towards Leo? Or their energy, period. The King of Pentacles, okay, so Taurus energy. You may be dealing with somebody who is in another relationship, Leo. Let me see one more card here. This person may have somebody else. So, like I said before, it could be that they have you in mind, they have somebody else, and on top of that, they may already be even in another relationship. Because there's a little bit of a player energy, so I wouldn't be surprised if this person maybe has a few options. However, they're narrowing down their options though with that Seven of Cups in reverse. Now, this person could also be like very focused on money and the tangible things. Three of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody who is taking action in order to move forward and have a different sort of future in love. I'm not sure that they're ready to come towards you though. Doesn't really seem like it. Seven of Wands here. King of Cups in reverse, more Scorpio energy. Well, you're definitely not a lot in your emotions, Leo, in July. It's just an energy of, how can I say, there's a lot of wands here representing you, and wands are about action, they're about fire, they're about sometimes communication, fiery communication, creativity. It could be, Leo, that you may not be in the best control of your emotions because you're feeling this almost like even like an energy of anger or cynicism or jade. Like some of you may be even feeling jaded in July, which is not good because you know, your birthdays, for many of you, it will be in the second part of July. So Leo, keep your head up. Keep your head up, Leo. Let's see what's going on here. Now, some of you may be feeling like you need to block somebody because you know that they're not necessarily having the best intentions. Okay. All right, so there's healing energy here. Okay, so there's definitely somebody else in your person's life, okay? And let's not think that there isn't. We have a Five of Swords, we have a Five of Wands. I really feel this individual either had multiple options before, they have them now, but to be honest, you may not know this or see this coming, that they are narrowing down their choices. Now they're like really either looking towards you, but they can't come forward, or they may be leaving a partnership they have now in order to look for something new, and you're probably hoping that they are going to come towards you. However, what the universe says here is that you need to be healing at this moment. You need to be kind of focusing more on taking care of you, because there are a lot of swords, Leo. All right, there are a lot of swords here. There's a lot of thinking that you've done. There's been a lot of confusion. There's been a lot of like, what am I doing? Why am I so into this person when they're like really not into me? So there's a lot of energy of what I feel like you've been thinking a whole bunch, and you've gone into, you know, it's like not the rabbit hole, but it's this very complicated energy, and you may just not know how to process a lot of what's going on with you. So that gives me concerns me, because you guys are my peoples, you know, you're my Leos, I'm a Leo, and certainly don't like seeing you guys in this, having such a hard time. I really, really hope that some of you will be taking this advice to heart with the Four of Swords, with just trying to put things behind you for at least for a time. and focus on you, on healing, on getting your rest, your beauty sleep, because apparently you haven't been really getting your beauty sleep. Now some of you may actually be ill or sick, all right? Some of you may have been enduring some sort of illness, and not necessarily the coronavirus either, okay? But you know, there are other diseases that people still get sick from. So it could be a number of things that could be just, you know, driving you a little bit nuts, health-wise. All right, so I really can't wait to do your weekly reading and try to see how the energies are changing. This is definitely, like, I feel like it's open a can of worms and there's like more in there, but I'm going to leave the reading here. If you want something personal for you, just to see if there is somebody here who's really like either moving away from you or moving closer to you, go to maxistarot.com and book a personal reading. If you haven't done so yet, hit like, subscribe, leave me comments. I read all of them. And also, please share this video on social media, on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Tumblr, Reddit. Thank you, Leo, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.